Hey lovelies, welcome to my YouTube channel Life with Kimsey. Welcome to the channel where delicious food is served, baked and cooked and grilled and everything, baby. So welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button because today I want to teach you guys how to make chocolate chip scones, right? So let's just do it. So I'm gonna use 4 cups of flour today, right? So this is 4 cups of flour and 1 cup of sugar, right? And I'm also gonna use just a little bit of baking powder. That's a half teaspoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt. And then I'll go in also with my baking powder. I'm gonna use 4 teaspoons of baking powder together with this, right? So guys, let me tell you something. Scones, you always have to just come up with your own different recipes all the time. So now I'm grating my butter on these scones because, like, remember, I always say if you grate your butter on the scone mixture, your scones will come out looking very nice and they will taste so soft and yummy, right? So lovelies, if you've not really subscribed to this channel, I want to tell you something right now. You are missing out, okay? So don't be left out, baby. Just make sure you subscribe to this channel and get all the scoop, right? So like I'm telling you guys, I really bake and I cook different meals from South Africa and from Nigeria and from everywhere else, right? And also, if you really like to see like some healthy ideas or healthy meals, you are in the right channel. Everything food, baby, this is your place. So okay, now let's just start doing our wet ingredients. So I'm gonna use 1 cup of milk and 2 tablespoons of condensed milk, right? Remember I said these are chocolate chip scones. So I'm using 1 cup of milk. This is normal milk with 2 tablespoons of condensed milk, and I'm also using 3 eggs for this, right? Then I'm gonna just give it a whisk with my vanilla essence. I'm gonna mix everything together before I mix my dry ingredients and my wet ingredients together, right? So scones are always in 2 sections, right? So the first one is just getting your dry ingredients on point, and then the second one is just getting your wet ingredients and just mixing the 2 together just like this, right? So when they come together, you don't have to over mix it, because if you over mix it, your scones will come out looking almost like bread, or rather even tasting like bread. And I always say scones have to have a texture that is kind of flaky, and they're supposed to be easily breakable but yet soft. So for you to achieve that good texture, you need to use the right amount of ingredients, right? So this is now the 2 ingredients together, my wet ingredients and my dry ingredients, right? So now I'm mixing it and I'm gonna just go in with my hand, because at this stage, girl, I can't take it anymore. I just have to do this and just get to the bottom of it, right? So now I have to dust off my working surface area. Like I always say, remember, if you're making scones, there is no way you can actually, unless if you wanna scoop the scones from the bowl straight into your baking tray, but you always have to level them. You have to roll them out, right? And then you cut them, right? Remember I said these are chocolate chip scones, so I've already added my chocolate chips, as you can see on the video. I just used 1 cup of choc chips, and I'm gonna just put a bit more when I'm just almost done as well. So always go with extra flour. If you see that your flour is still sticking to your hands and your flour is not really well incorporated, you can just use your extra flour, right? So you can just have like a half a cup extra on the side, just to keep supporting yourself, supporting all this, and also to dust up your roller, right? So now this is what I'm doing. I'm just rolling them out before I cut them. Remember, I already said that you always have to make sure that you roll them down, like especially you have to have a clean working surface area that you're gonna cut your scones from. So now I'm just gonna top it up with just the little, like the most, how can I say it, with the minimal amount of choc chips, just to have like that extra chocolate chip. I want them to really look like chocolate chips scones, right? So now I'm just cutting them up before I put them in my baking tray. So guys, please, before I show you the outcome of this video, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and if you've made it to this point, go on the comment section and comment scones, or comment yummy scones. If you've made it to this point, go on the comment section and comment yummy scones. Then I will know that, okay, you guys are really watching, because you know what, it takes a lot. Okay guys, so now I'm greasing my baking tray. This is a baking tray that I'm going to be using today. So I'm just greasing it with my cooking spray. Always works better for me and works faster instead of using flour, right? So I've already used it, and then I'm just gonna put my scones in my baking tray and start baking them. If you're baking scones, depending if your oven has a fan or your oven does not have a fan, But generally, an oven that has a fan, I feel like if your oven doesn't have a fan, you can still really like do away with it, but it doesn't really matter. But an oven that has a fan, it circulates the heat inside the oven very well, and your scones will really be done, you know. And most ovens actually have a fan. So if you're baking with an oven that has a fan, make sure you bake them at 175 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. But just make sure that you keep your eye on them so that they don't burn or get overdone, right? So now I've already given them an egg wash. That is like one of the most important things to really note if you're making scones. Always make sure that you give them an egg wash. So voila, this is the outcome of the day. So guys, these are our scones, and they came out looking like almost triple the size from what I cut them, right? Because of the right measurement. So this is everything that I made today, and please make sure that you subscribe to this channel and become my friend. And if you've made it to this point, please just comment yummy scones. Let me see how many people are really gonna watch this till the end. Thank you. Bye.